Words are not mere echoes in the void. They are subtle incisions, carving paths through the labyrinth of another's mind. Every phrase you offer a woman either draws her closer, threading invisible bonds, or severs the fragile connection, leaving you adrift in her indifference. There is no harmless utterance, no idle breath. But neither is there inevitability. Only the interplay of wills, where her resistance sharpens your intent, and your misstep can end everything in an instant. Most men believe conversation is about clarity. Be honest, be open, share everything, say the right thing, and she'll see your value. They tell themselves this because it's comfortable. It feels safe to believe that words are neutral tools, like handing someone a map and expecting them to follow it willingly. But words are never neutral. They carry temperature, they reveal need, they expose fear the moment they leave your mouth. And the cruelest truth, the nicer you try to be, the faster she senses the plea beneath the politeness. Over-explaining isn't kindness. It's armor against rejection, and she feels it before you do. I once watched a friend, smart, kind, genuinely interested, sit across from a woman at dinner. He asked thoughtful questions. He listened. He complimented her ideas without exaggeration. Everything correct on paper. Yet halfway through, her responses shortened. Her eyes drifted to her phone. By dessert, the conversation had flatlined. He texted me later. "I don't get it. I was being myself." Exactly, he was being himself. The version that needed her approval so badly it leaked into every sentence. That is the comfortable lie most men live in. They think effort equals impact. They think intention protects them. It doesn't. Part 2. The first crack. The doubt begins quietly. You say the right thing, the line you rehearsed, the compliment you crafted, and she still pulls away. Or worse, she stays, but only politely. The spark you felt? It was yours alone. Why does this happen? Because words don't land in a vacuum. They land inside her existing story. Her memories of men who talked too much, who tried too hard, who made her feel like a prize to be won rather than a person to be met. You can have perfect phrasing, but if it arrives wrapped in neediness, it repels. If it arrives with the faint scent of performance, it rings hollow. And the moment she senses you're trying to steer her feelings instead of sharing your own, the frame cracks. I remember a message I sent once. After a strong first date, something clever, playful, referencing an inside joke. No reply for 2 days. Then, "Sorry, been busy." Polite, final. I replayed it obsessively. Where did I go wrong? The words were fine. The timing was fine. But the subtext wasn't. Underneath the wit was the quiet plea. "Please keep this going. Please like me back." She felt it. She didn't want to carry that weight. That crack, the moment you realize your best effort failed, is where real learning begins, not from technique alone, but from seeing how your inner state shapes every word. Part 3. The arts. Now we descend, not into domination, but into precision. Each art is a tool, but only as sharp as your self-awareness. First art, the seeded premise. Most men ask permission to exist in her world. "Would you like to grab coffee sometime?" It hands her the verdict. Shift 2. When our schedules finally align next week, I suspect we'll have more to say than we did tonight. She might laugh it off. Presumptuous much? Pause, smile lightly. Or maybe just observant. But tell me, am I wrong? The premise plants quietly. She has to engage to uproot it. If she doesn't, you've learned something valuable. Second art, the measured revelation. Most men hide their edges, fearing they'll scare her, or they dump insecurities hoping for comfort. Both kill tension. Instead, I've learned I don't do surface talk well. If something interests me, I go deeper. Fast. It either connects or it ends. No middle ground. If she leans in, you've created intrigue. If she recoils, you've saved time. Third art, the forward echo. Most men live in the present tense. negotiating, hoping. Shift to subtle prophecy. Months from now, when someone asks what changed your mind about trust, I wonder if this conversation will come up. She might deflect. We'll see. Reply, we will. But curiosity has already started the clock. The future pulls her imagination forward, but only if she chooses to follow. Fourth art, the edged admiration. Flat praise dies quickly. Add friction. Your mind moves in ways most people never notice. It must be lonely sometimes, being 3 steps ahead. If she agrees, vulnerability opens. If she challenges, you calibrate. Or perhaps I'm projecting. Either way, it's rare. Tension without attack. Fifth art, the rhythmic variance. Most men stay consistent, always available, always warm. It feels safe and boring. Introduce natural rhythm. Deep connection one moment, thoughtful space the next. After intensity, a simple, I need to step back for a bit, not because I'm pulling away, but because I want to feel this clearly. No games, just honesty about your own internal weather. She either meets you there or she doesn't. Sixth art, the unveiled core. Most men see surface, observe deeper, without forcing it. You carry yourself with certainty, but there's a quiet alertness underneath, like someone who's been let down before and learned to spot it early. If it lands, her guard drops a fraction. If not, ask, close or way off? Truth emerges from dialogue, not declaration. Seventh art, the looping vulnerability. Most men confess to seek reassurance. Instead, you have this effect. You make me question my usual distance. It's unsettling in the best way. She feels her impact. The loop forms when she mirrors. You do the same to me. If she doesn't, the vulnerability was a litmus test. Eighth art, the suspended thread. There's something I'm tempted to say, but it might shift everything. Not sure the moment is right yet. Let silence work. If she asks, give a fragment. If not, let it breathe. The unfinished invites return. Part 4. The reversal. Here is the necessary shadow. None of this works if you're forcing it. If you're using these arts to mask neediness, they backfire. Harder than silence ever could. The moment she senses calculation over authenticity, the frame collapses. Influence only lands when you're willing to walk away. When her no doesn't devastate you, when you're speaking from wholeness, not hunger. Neediness poisons even the most elegant line. Presence redeems even the simplest word. Part 5. The unresolved ending. You will start noticing things. The way a pause changes temperature. The way a single word reveals more than a paragraph. The way her eyes shift when your frame holds versus when it wavers. You can't unsee it. And once seen, every conversation becomes a mirror, reflecting not just her, but you. What you do with that reflection is yours alone. No tidy resolution here, only the quiet tension of possibility and the choice to meet it or turn away.